So, this is the motorbike show and the football show. West Ham go up to Man City on Wednesday. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
So, West Ham go up to the Etihad on Wednesday night to face off against Manchester City. Who's going to come out on top? Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf, the channel about motorcycling interests and other oddities. Yes, I am one of those bikers who also loves football. That's right, West Ham United. And I also know some of the subscribers out there also like some football as well. Yes, you do. So this is a big shout out to one of my regulars. It's Chris, who I also know is a Man City fan. So be interested in your comments as well. So get leaving comments down below, all of you. Right, so this is a game, it's a crunch match for Man City really, because they need to keep up their title challenge. You know, them and Liverpool going toe to toe for the championship, for the Premier League crown, I should say. And West Ham, well, we're really trying to build up momentum to see if we can overcome Wolves and Watford to take that 7th place, that European place as well. Look, we had a great result the other night against Fulham, but we do have vulnerabilities, and these are exactly the kind of defensive midfield and defensive frailties that Man City are the team that will expose quite easily. They're a great team of possession, they're a great passing team, and they're great at movement as well off the ball. We've got to basically go at them with purpose, stifle their play, and also play, I suppose, a little bit ugly, a bit of an ugly game, not in terms of fouling, but in terms of trying to disrupt what they're doing, close them down early. And we've got to do to them what Wimbledon did to us in the Cup a few weeks ago, in that actually just try not to play them at football, but actually try to just out-battle them, and out-battle them with purpose, with desire, just to get a result. Close down the spaces, not give them any room. If we give them too much room in midfield, they're going to walk all over us. We've got to stop that feed from the back, from their defence into midfield, and then quick fire into the wings and also through the middle as well. Obviously, they got danger men, you know, all over the park. You know, you've got Bernardo, you've got De Bruyne, Aguero, Sane. The list goes on and on and on. But we can match them with desire and with pace. And actually, if we give them a tough game, Man City are the kind of team that probably won't like a bit of a, you know, an old-fashioned tussle. We as a team have started to play a lot better football under Pellegrini, no doubt. And he has taken us to that next level, no doubt. But we don't have the players to quite get there. So I think it's going to be a big transfer window for us in the summer. But what we do have right now is a mixture of guile, and we do have some workhorses in there. And we also have players who've kind of rejuvenated themselves under Pellegrini, the likes of Antonio, the likes of Snodgrass. So I think, you know, if we actually go at them and stifle their play, we've got a good chance of getting a draw or a lucky win. Now let's face it, the last few times that we've played Man City, they've done us over really, really convincingly, unfortunately. You know, 4-0s, 4-1s, that kind of thing. However, the fixture last season when we went up to the Etihad, they narrowly beat us by 2-1. We actually held out for quite a while in that game, until about the 80th minute, I believe, 85th minute, until they took the lead. But we, you know, that goal, that header by Ogbono, great header, actually kept us in the game. And under Moyes, that was one of his first matches. He actually gave us a bit of strength, and there was a togetherness with the team. This season we have a lot more togetherness now. Yes, we've had the disruption with Arnautovic, but I think overall we've got we've got a good nucleus there of players that, you know, are starting to play with each other, are starting to play better, but we're still vulnerable in the back. We are still vulnerable to, you know, quick movement, quick passing, and, you know, we could easily get in a pickle. But I would say Fabianski has been our star player. He's the one who's going to be kept very busy, I think. although we want Balbuena back, I still think even if he is back, which I doubt he will be, but even if he is, I think keeping Ogbonna and Diop as that centre pairing at the back might just work well for us. Creswell on the left, no doubt. Yeah, he needs some competition in that space, but there's nobody there right now. He's playing really well, in all fairness to him, so keep him in there. On the right hand side, I'd go for Fredericks. There's no doubt we need the pace. That's not anything against Zabaleta, but I think when Fredericks came on the second half against Fulham, played really well, and he's got light in place. If we put Antonio just ahead of him on that right wing, I think those two can work well and cause Man City problems on the counter-attack. In the centre of the park, I would actually go 5 in the middle. I'd have Anderson on the left. I'd have a midfield trio of Rice, Noble and Snodgrass, and then Antonio on the far right. And then there's only one person for me that will go up front, although he's caused mayhem, with everything. When he came on against Fulham, he actually showed a bit of desire. That's not taking anything away from Hernandez, who I thought had a half-decent game, and he got a goal. But I think I'd start with Arnautovic. Definitely put lots of pressure, not only on their keeper, but he likes to chase down the last defender and also the keeper. And the more he does that, the more chance that there is that of their keeper making an error, a misplaced kick, or or whatever it is. So we can put pressure on them right from their goal and also their rear guard. If we pack out the midfield, that'll hopefully stifle the play a little bit, and that will also stop them playing and passing, and we can break them down. It's going to have to be a performance like we did against Liverpool, like we did against Arsenal, and not obviously like a Wimbledon or a Crystal Palace or anything like that. The performance against Fulham was better, but we fell asleep with the first 10-15 minutes. And if we did that against Man City, we'd be 3-0 down in 10 minutes. So we've got to hit the ground running. As soon as the whistle blows, we've got to go at them. We cannot afford to be naive enough to think that we can actually go toe-to-toe with Man City now. We're just not there. We're just not there. Although we really want to, we're just not there. We've got to hit them on the counter-attack. And Pellegrini has got to come up with his tactics, either 4 at the back and 5 in midfield, just to compress the game a little bit, and then hit them with pace, either on the left, on the right. And they've got to look at those crosses, those early crosses into Arnautovic to latch on to. Look, we've had a boost this week that we've had Lanzini back, but I would still keep him a sub to come on. I would still obviously have Hernandez as sub as well, and change it up a little bit in the second half, 60 minutes, let's see what happens. But, it's a tall order, let's face it. They are kind of champions elect, really, I would say. But, we've got to go up there. We shouldn't give a hoot about Man City and about Liverpool, their race and their issues. It's us. We're challenging for 7th. We've got to overcome Watford and Wolves. Let's see if we can do it. Can we beat them 2-1? Possibly. I'm dreaming. I'm a West Ham fan, I know. But I'll go for a 2-1 win. But I think it's more likely to be a 1-1 draw if we're lucky, possibly a 0-0, or a very low-scoring defeat. Protect that goal difference, I think. But there you go. It could be anything, let's face it. It always depends on which West Ham turns up. And actually, against the top 6, we're usually turning up this season. So I would say, do you know what? I think we can actually go up there and get a result. My head says a draw, a 1-1 draw. My heart says 2-1. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, the sun is shining. I'm going to get out on the bike and I'm going to go for a ride. Catch you on the next video. Cheers.